Hello leaders, how are you? Welcome to August. July was a little bit of a sabbatical for me. I took the leave. I turned 40 last month, and so it was a little bit of a refresher and some downtime, which I cherished so much, feeling revitalized and getting so excited to get back into the swing of everything, and to come away with some lessons from the turning of the clock on July 29th on my 40th that I wanted to share with you. I think the summer, I want you to know, is a time when business starts to slow down a little bit because everybody's outside more, or they're having time with their family and prioritizing downtime, and it's a time to reflect and a time to even, actually, you know what, not even really a time to reflect. I think it's more of a time of being in that energy of moving with the flow of things summer brings. And so there isn't as much of the scheduling and the patterns maybe that we'd committed to in the earlier months, the months that came before. This is more a time of just being and celebrating and moving with a sense of ease and flow. So I want you to just take a moment to pause and recognize that if that's the energy you're feeling in your business right now. For some of you leaders, you might be feeling like this isn't the business for you anymore, because rather than pausing and taking that time to rest, it feels like a time to move forward without the doTERRA business, and just to ponder this possibility that it's more of a need for rest and a time to move into flow and that energy of ease and, the decadence that summer brings and the family time and those things, without letting go of everything that you've built so far. Second, I feel that the year of 40 has brought in the realization that there's so much freedom in scheduling. So I would say that not up until not even that long ago, for me, scheduling felt like a little bit of a prison, a little bit like it was controlling things rather than moving in a flow. But it couldn't be, that mindset couldn't actually be further from the truth. When we create a schedule for ourselves, it's actually an opportunity to move within that schedule with more ease and grace, and it allows actually more freedom. So consider scheduling out your day so that you know how much time you're spending reaching out to people, how much time you're devoting to posting on your social pages, to creating samples, to looking at your back office, to knowing what rank you are, what you're at, and what rank you're looking to move into, what that would entail, who needs to move in order for you to find that momentum, and schedule in your NeuroTool practices with Deb Erickson, which is now free to us as part of Essential Queens. And get motivated, inspired, allow part of your scheduling to go into the Essential Queens education page to be inspired. Do the same with Essential Sisters. They're doing it really well. They have a whole bunch of modules that are set up there, so you can just schedule some time to go through them so that you feel that you are fully versed and knowledgeable and staying inspired, and that momentum continues. And the second is budgeting. So if you think about what it takes to run a doTERRA business, it really is quite approachable. It's a really approachable cost to run the business. I know Christine Russell, who is our upline, and Emily Rideout, who is one of the founders of Essential Sisters. They came from the background of owning a yoga studio, and the overhead costs of that was quite something. It's restrictive in some ways, or it's certainly a lot more than what it costs to run a doTERRA organization. So that would be the cost to rent the brick and mortar, to pay staff, to buy all the materials that were in the yoga studio, and so on and so forth, and then to come back with a revenue and a profit required to sell X amount of spots in the studio. And I think that is why the sisters have had such success in their doTERRA business, because when they moved away from that, they recognized that if they budget the cost of what it is to run their doTERRA business, it's really that 100 PV monthly. So 100 PV monthly to run your organization, if you're using all of the lifestyle products that we offer in doTERRA, like the shampoo and the conditioners, the body wash, the Virage skincare line, or HD Clean, depending on the nature of your skin, the lotion for us, for the babies, for the kids, the supplements, so Lifelong Vitality, if you're committing to feeling better in your body, it's a great resource for that. The chewables and the multis for the children, and then the cleaners, the green cleaning with the laundry detergent, the cleaner concentrates, the hand wash and hand soap, are all really, really exceptional ways to not only invest in your business, but invest in your health and invest in your household in a way that you're being rewarded for because you're running this business. So budget that in, know what the cost of running your doTERRA business is, which is that 100 PV monthly, and be versed as to what that costs in a dollar amount, and then ensure that that's accounted for, so that you don't feel as though you're strapped, and when it comes to making that monthly commitment, it seems prohibitive because you haven't taken into account that will be coming out on between the 1st and the 15th of the month. So those are really the top takeaways that I wanted to impart on you as it pertains to longevity in your business and staying and sustaining and finding the tried and tested methods of continuing on. So just to recap, it was 1, to rest rather than to give up on the business that you've created. So know that summer is a time of resting in terms of the business and more of a flow of ease and reprioritizing into family needs. And so it is not unusual that business will slow down in the summer months. And so it's a great time to pause and reflect rather than to give up. Number 2 was to invest wisely into your monthly commitment in order to run your business. So just ensure that you're budgeting for that monthly expense that's coming out, and that can be counted towards your expenses when you're doing your taxes at the end of the year. And the other tool was, so it was the rest, the budgeting, and then the scheduling. And the scheduling is taking the time in your day to ensure that you have hit the checks that you want to hit. So at the end of the day, it's measurable so that you can be able to say you spent the allotted time in your business reaching out, making samples, posting, retaining some information, taking in some information, and some inspiration. So I think in the scheduling, it's taking in some inspiration, and some inspiration are really pivotal and will be crucial in holding steadfast to your organization. Simple tips, right? Simple tips. And so simple that often we might even fall off of them without even realizing that we haven't been doing them, because it sounds like, well, I already know that. But are you doing them? That is the difference. So knowing it and doing it are two different things. Use part of that scheduling time to gift people that would love the products. Think about your friends and family who are moving through difficult times, be that emotionally or physically, and the first person that comes to your mind, I guarantee there's something, and the second and the third, and so on and so forth. We all have things that we're moving through. So how nice it would be to schedule in supporting those individuals in a really intentional and integral way with the love language that you're offering, which is essential oils. I'm here for you. I am always thinking of ways to support you in your business so that it feels more like a collaboration than a sole mission, and to remind you of the power that lies within you, and it's all you, and you are deeply worthy, and I'm honored to be on this journey with you. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.